Hello, hello, friendly people. What is good?
How's it going, guys?
Welcome
Uh,
to another rendition of Our Thoughts Live. Glad to see you all here.
Episode 9 in the books. Well, not in the books. We're writing it right now. But what's up, guys? I know it's a bit of a different vibe with the Thursday stream, but I like it. We got to, we're all anticipating all the new music that's dropping tonight, so that's
Dude,
fun
there's a lot. There's a lot dropping. I mean, we're already talking about a lot today, but like,
for real.
I'm already anticipating all the stuff after this. So,
Yeah, I'm just
yes,
thinking about.
sir.
I was actually just thinking about it the other day. Like, damn, we started the podcast at like the perfect time. If I'm like, we started it back up at the perfect time. We
Yeah.
no real like dry spells where like we no actually there are a couple where we had to oh Chris with his first stream.
What's
All
good,
everyone
Chris?
everyone welcome Chris. Hi Chris.
Welcome to
uh
the conversation. Appreciate you. Really, we had a lot of first timers last week.
yeah, that was
Glad to
really cool.
see. Yeah, glad to see more this week.
Hmm.
Um,
What's up
yeah.
Curry, a miracle grace, and we got who else we got? I mean, that's all in the chat right now, but hey guys, what's up? So yeah, this is the Our Thoughts podcast, and we got a lot to get to. Let me open up the doc because,
Yeah. A
whew,
lot has happened,
man,
man.
a lot has happened. So I figured that there's no better place to start than with our weekly weekend update slash propaganda, um, because we did get an update uh, from the Grammys. Actually, we got some Grammys news, so that's really interesting. Here, I'm gonna send an article real quick to the chat for Matt. But
Oh yeah, let me see. Let me see.
yeah, so we can pull it up. But yeah, interim Grammy chief Harvey Mason. So I guess he was in charge of, you know, putting together this year's Grammys. I don't know why it's interim though. I wonder who
Hmm.
left, why they left. Maybe they left because of what we're about to talk about. But he had commented on the weekend's kind of his statements on the Grammys and how the lack of transparency and all that.
Yeah.
And Harvey states that he was actually working to eliminate the committees, the secret committees and societies, like the boys' clubs that
Hmm.
really have like all the control of the who gets nominated, who wins, and all that. He's been trying to eliminate them for months. He states, uh, before the weekend snub. So he's kind
Sure.
of saying that, yeah. He's kind of saying that that's kind of reaffirming his position, which is that it was not rigged against the weekend, which is like, okay, sure. And he states, anytime an artist, especially one of that stature, calls our process into question or thinks something is unfair, the academy is, of course, going to be affected by that and want to work to make things better. Um, the real news here is just that is that the weekend also states that he didn't want to he will continue to not submit his music to the
Hmm.
Grammys. Good for him.
Yeah.
um so yeah, with all the like what are your thoughts on these statements of by interim Grammy chief Harvey Mason
Yeah.
Jr.?
Whole lot whole lot of cap in the chat. Yeah. Honest,
Yeah,
I mean, it was very interesting to read and to see this headline. The fact that the Grammys came out at all and said anything on the
yeah,
situation was pretty surprising, honestly, in my opinion. The Grammys and just like the academies in general of all the other
yeah.
award shows are like pretty secretive, and like they try
Mhm.
not to comment on anything. If they don't want to like have bad publicity, then they're not gonna comment on it. But so it was very
Yeah,
interesting seeing I guess was it the former
it was
um
the
oh
interim chief, which is
okay,
weird,
that
right?
is weird.
Yeah,
um I guess maybe that was more of a gave him more of a statute to like be okay with saying something. But
yeah.
yeah, definitely interesting because it pretty much just straight up proved everything the weekend was talking about.
Hmm.
All the secret committees, all of the weird backdoor shit, and like,
That's something that I feel
yeah,
like people kind of look over. They're like, "Oh yeah, he's been working to eliminate him, cool." But the fact that he kind of just
yeah,
second-handedly admitted they exist and they've been affecting Grammys from the past years. Like, let's take a look at all the other snubs. Like, obviously Kendrick Lamar is a big one.
Right.
Lost to Macklemore, who you could say is definitely an industry plant and someone that could have benefited from those secret societies.
Yeah.
I think of Cardi B beating everyone in her category uh,
Yeah.
for best rap album. It was crazy.
Yeah,
It was
no.
crazy.
It was weird, and I'm glad that The Weeknd is still sticking to his word and not
Yeah.
submitting anything to the Grammys. I think it's important because, he made such a stance on the Grammys and where he stands with them that it would be kind of weird if he kind of went back on that. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, I don't know if this is a step in the right direction. He does say this move is an important start. I don't know if this start is going to lead anywhere. In my opinion, I feel like a lot of the Grammys is influenced by money
Hmm.
and whose money is ending up in whose pocket and whether or not that person can dictate who wins each category. Like, I feel like that is like where a lot of what happens in the Grammys comes from.
Yeah.
So, it was more like, sure,
Yeah. Like, I'll take his word for that. He's
yeah,
working to eliminate the committees, but I don't
right.
know if I think he's still trying to cover up the fact that this has been going on for a while now, and this actually did affect directly, like the Weekend specifically.
Yeah.
Um,
Kitchen
hey, Kitchen
Boy.
Boy, thank you.
We got lined up, I
I
think I
know,
think we
I
both
know.
faded right now, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Bro, I
we were
noticed.
both. I know for sure. I was rocking like a freaking. I don't even know, like a super. That's. I promise that's not how I usually look. This is more typically how I look. Shorter
This is
cut. I
true.
usually like a shorter cut, but yeah, no. I was rocking the long hair for a little bit.
We
Feels
lined
nice.
up.
Yeah, little
We lined
breeze.
up.
It feels like,
Whatever.
dude. When I first got my haircut, this Friday, I want to say, or last Friday, I mean, dude, I literally felt the wind hitting the back of my head. Like the breeze was amazing.
Yeah, bro.
Uh,
It was getting so hot in LA that I was like,
mhm.
it's time,
It's
like, just
about that time.
shave it off. Like, I can't.
Yes. What's up,
Yeah.
Benjamin Sanchez,
What's good? What's good? Welcome.
Emilio? Hey, what's up? Uh,
We have not
yeah,
talked about DJ Khaled's album yet.
yeah. We're going to in a couple after I think one more news topic.
Yeah.
After we get done with this weekend propaganda thing, we'll get to the DJ Khaled thing, and that's gonna be fun.
Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
so another thing, this isn't the second thing, but this is a little thing, a little news, a
All
little
right.
something to keep you guys a little update. So they also interviewed the Weeknd's manager Sal, for his statements on the Grammy stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then they asked him about the possibility of an album from the Weeknd coming out, and he said that he has been working on an album, and he said he was asked how that music might be different from After Hours. Sal responded by saying, "If the last record is the After Hours of the night, then the dawn is coming." First of all, that's some.
She, bro. Wait, what? I didn't hear this. Where did you hear this? Wait, when?
It's like literally the very last paragraph of that article I sent in
Oh,
the
the
Zoom
original article.
meeting.
Oh, the
Yeah, yeah,
NBC.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. Scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll find. What's up, Leslie? Hi. Um, yeah. So
Wow. Okay, I
really
see
interesting
that.
stuff. My guy definitely watched The Dark Knight. What was it?
Right.
The night is darkest just before the dawn or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
so uh,
That's crazy.
interesting stuff. We could be getting like some more stuff in the line of Over Now, which could be interesting.
I
You
can
know.
dig that. I don't know, man. That's crazy. It's just crazy to think about another era.
Hmm.
Like
Or who knows? Maybe this is
our
in
continuation.
conjunction.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, like an epilogue type thing. Just something
Yeah,
wrap it up, or just kind of see where this character is, and
bruh.
then call it an era. I think that'd be really cool.
Dude,
That'd be.
that would be crazy. That would be really cool. I feel like that makes sense too, like narratively.
Hmm.
Like I feel like I feel like I've just gotten to know the character, you know?
Hmm.
Like just ended like we finally just ended his journey, but it's like now what? You know?
Yeah.
Like what has he learned?
Hmm.
This, you know, After Hours being his self-realization and like coming to terms, finally admitting all these faults in his life and the way that he you know, acts towards the people in his life. And
Hmm.
then I can see this being like where he ends up
Yeah.
after, or what does he learn? Where is he now, kind of thing.
Hmm.
But damn, that's dope. Um, that's crazy. This like bomb dropped right at the end. Like
I know it was super casual too. I
I don't
haven't heard
think
a single
people
thing
were.
about
Yeah, I don't
this.
think people really picked up on that because I feel like people would be like, album coming soon, like new
Hmm.
Weekend album, like it's happening.
Yeah.
Like this is kind of the first confirmation of that.
Yeah.
So heard it here first.
Breaking news, our
Breaking
thoughts.
news.
You already
This is what you come here
know.
for.
Yes, sir. That was really fun, but that's a really fun quote, I think,
Yeah.
for the fans. I don't know why that isn't being like posted about a lot more.
Yeah.
I know John Denton, if you guys watch him, super cool, kind of like reaction review page, super dope guy. He is the only one I've really seen like pick up on the fact that, you know, the weekend is, I mean, the weekend has literally posted it on Twitter, but he's the only one like putting the pieces together and is like, yo, I think we might
Mm-hmm.
be getting something in some another album in the After Hours era. So
Sheesh. Maybe
should be interesting.
we should reach out, John Denton, if you wanna do a
Please.
conspiracy, get your daddy hat on and do a little
Yes.
conspiracy video with us.
Oh, and also just a quick preview alert. The conspiracy hat will be coming on later today. Stay tuned.
Big conspiracy hat.
Yes, sir. Okay, now
Damn.
another thing to move on. Let's just keep celebrating the weekend real quick.
Okay.
One last little update here. The weekend posted this on his Instagram. He is the first male artist to achieve 3 number 1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100 from the same album in 3 different years. That's pretty
A
crazy.
very specific
It's one of those
of
LeBron stats
yeah,
on
yeah.
ESPN. It's like,
Like
oh,
who else would be able to do this? Like
the most to
yeah.
drop the most points scored on a Tuesday after eating salmon for breakfast.
Yeah.
Uh, so in case you're curious about which songs it was sorry. 2019 was Heartless.
Mm-hmm.
2020 Blinding Lights. 2021 Save Your Tears. Specifically, you know, the Ariana Grande remix got it there.
Sheesh,
But
that was a fast number one.
mhm.
That song came out like a week ago, I feel like.
Yeah,
Like
the stands came out.
crazy.
The Ariana Grande stands came out.
Hey, what did we say? It was gonna do exactly what we thought. Just
Yep.
shoot up to number one. I feel like he was like, let me just get that three. Let me get that third ring. You know.
Yeah. That
J-
three-peat.
yeah. Let me get that triple double right here.
There you go. Yeah, that at this point he's just padding his stats. But
Yeah.
the reason I mean, I'm okay with anything, any artist doing this, like, you know, making like a power play for the charts and all that.
Yeah.
But the reason why I feel like the weekend, I know people usually say like, oh, like they're selling out or whatever, but I don't think the weekend sold out because he did give us a full project with a lot of substance and meaning and
Yeah.
all that good fun stuff that we like to sink our teeth into. So I don't think if he wants to make a remix with Ariana Grande, go right ahead, dude. I'm just gonna keep listening to After Hours. You know, obviously I'm gonna check out the remix, but you made
I'm not
such an
gonna listen to
amazing
it,
thing.
but go ahead, bro. No.
You made such an amazing thing over here that you can go ahead and do that over there.
Right.
That's cool. You can do the Rosalia Blinding Lights remix.
Sure. Sure. I
Yeah,
mean, they're
yeah,
not.
yeah.
Yeah. What it's you know our thoughts on it already, but I agree. I think he can only do this just because he put so much time and effort into his original work, like
Yeah.
the After Hours project,
Mhm.
that now he's just like, let me have some fun with it, you know, like let
Yeah.
me do
This is the
this.
victory lap.
Right,
This is the
right, right.
victory lap. I love
Yeah,
it.
definitely the victory lap. It's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun to see, and it's just
Mhm.
crazy, like just the numbers, like
Mhm.
the sheer numbers of everything that when it comes to his music and the Billboard number, like it's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy to think that I mean, this dude could very well be the artist of our generation.
Bruh.
And we were lucky enough to make a video, you know, dissecting his like mainstream kind of big album. which is just crazy to me. I was just thinking about that, like, damn.
Dude, yeah.
But yeah. So, congrats to the weekend. There's our weekly weekend update. We got to get some like a little like scroll or something that comes up for
Yeah,
like
maybe I'll
weekly
make like
weekend
a,
update.
you know.
Yeah, yeah. We got to do something for sure.
All right.
Especially we are at this. I'm not mad at the fact that people might call us the weekend podcast or whatever, uh, because we love the weekend. We're
Sure.
cool with it.
Sure.
Sure. Um,
Let's read the chat here. We
yeah.
haven't said anything.
I know. Yeah. What's up, guys?
The
So
Weeknd, he's built different. That is for sure.
he is built very different. Very, very different from you guys.
Yeah.
Chris says he should have made After Hours a short film like Kanye did with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Those visuals in the music video felt like a movie for real. I agree. I was just watching that Runaway like short film that he did,
Yeah.
and to edit the Kanye video, and I was like, damn, this is like exactly on the same lines that I would picture the After Hours
Mm-hmm.
kind of short film would be like. That would be dope. I think it's. Yeah, I mean, we said our piece about it in a video that's coming soon. Albums
soon.
that could be movies. Keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. If you were there for that
But,
stream, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, but the edited video is coming out soon. Don't worry about that. But that After Hours is definitely one of those cinematic albums. It's right up there with Good Kid, Mad City. I think you mentioned Yeezus, Titanic Rising. Can't wait for that. Yeah. Are we? Oh, a Miracle says maybe we're getting a new Abel. I mean, he addresses his whole persona on After Hours. That could be interesting. I like could be interesting. Maybe it's the blue suit.
Maybe. That would be interesting.
That would be interesting. But I think with all that said, I think we're ready to talk about
we better jump in.
DJ Khaled album.
Boy.
Man.
So where to
DJ
begin?
Khaled. Yeah, I know I just let off a sigh like I'm tired of this shit, but I'm super excited. I'm super excited for this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm happy. It's been a while. I don't think it's all been love on this stream, on these podcasts lately, but it's really been it's been a while since we've been able to just really rip into something. So yeah, that'll be fun.
This is the hater thoughts.
Yes.
Segment right here. These
are
pure hater thoughts.
Yes, our negative thoughts. We're drinking on Haterade for sure.
Yeah.
So real quick, what do you think about DJ Khaled?
DJ Khaled has not like crossed my mind in a long time. Have not
really, I picture you like at night just thinking about
that meme
I'm
where
just
it's mulling over DJ Khaled.
Maya's like, oh, he's probably thinking about other girls, and you're just like, DJ Khaled.
Fuck. DJ Khaled's ruining the music industry. Fuck.
Did the vocals come in yet?
Yeah. I mean, he was funny like in 2016 when it was just like major key alert, and he was on Snapchat, and I'm like, yeah, funny man.
Yo, you're smart. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I remember, when did he decide to? I wonder who gave him the talk. Yo, you need to be a motivational speaker because that bag is crazy.
I don't think anyone's really talking to him. I don't think anyone is consulting him. People are just like, okay, yeah, like they're just kind of like yes men around him.
Yeah.
I think DJ Khaled is the epitome of having too many yes men around you.
Yeah.
Because like everyone loves DJ Khaled. Like everyone in the industry. Kanye loves DJ Khaled. SZA loves DJ Khaled. Like every rapper you can think of, they're like, yo, like let me hop on this next DJ Khaled track or this next DJ Khaled project. The Weeknd has made music.
Wait, really? He has? I was just gonna say, keep The Weeknd away from DJ Khaled.
No, he did that one song with with
Power
SZA.
is Power, whatever.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones shit.
It's the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, okay.
That was DJ Khaled. Yeah. Even The Weeknd has fallen to the Khaled spell, I guess. I don't know.
What kind of blackmail do you think he has on all these artists?
Yeah, bro.
That's what I picture. That's what I gotta ask.
So, I think DJ Khaled is more of an entity than he is like an
Mm.
actual person.
He's a brand.
Yeah, I think it's just a brand, and people like the brand. Um, man, yeah.
Here, I have a complete list of songs. Ready? It's a complete, like, as in it's finished.
Okay.
This is it. A complete list of songs I like from DJ Khaled's albums. Ready?
Okay.
For Free, featured by Drake. Wild Thoughts,
Yeah.
Bryson Tiller, Rihanna.
Yeah.
I'm on One by, it's like Drake. There's a bunch of rappers on there.
Okay.
I'm the One. It's a nice summer bop. Do You Mind, by I think Chris Brown's on there. August Alsina's on there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's 5 songs. And keep in mind that's in a discography spanning 10 albums. Each album has 15 to 20 songs, and that's the complete final list of songs. I literally went over his entire discography and looked over all the songs that I liked. Not a great hit ratio. I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely think he's just kind of a brand. Jesus Christ, what a terrible brand! Just screaming on albums, and yeah, let's get into actually reviewing this album.
Okay.
And I wanted to start off, if it's okay with you. I have some like review blurbs, like people can put on posters, stuff like a
Uh.
quick little like excerpt from a review
Uh-huh.
that DJ Khaled. Because I figured, I want to get as much eyes on this as possible, so I sold out and got some. I have some review blurbs here that, for you guys, and I'll explain them all later. Ready? So here's one. DJ Khaled has done it again. Asterisk. Second one is I can't stop listening to this album. Asterisk. And then album of the year. Asterisk. Okay. Now, let me go ahead. DJ Khaled, put that all on your posters and stuff. Album of the year, all that. Now, let me give you the full quote. Now, it's like one of those things where it's like, here's a quote, and then here's like
The
and then
rest of
just
the
like
quote.
one little thing moves over, and here's the rest of the quote. Here we go. DJ Khaled has done it again, in that he has constructed an amazing feature list despite not knowing what to do with any of them. So that's
Yes.
one. Number 2, I can't stop listening to this album because the songs are so forgettable that upon trying to review this, I ended up listening to this album 4 different times just
Oh
to
my
try to see
God.
if I can remember just to remember some of these songs.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Number 3, album of the year, If You Hate Yourself. This album is complete garbage. And the funny thing is, it's not because it's all terrible, because like for example, like hers like contributions to this album, like if you just took like the acapella of it,
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. Meg the Stallion, same thing, had a pretty good verse. Take the acapella, put it on a different beat, pretty good. But the way DJ Khaled like blends them all together and his style is terrible.
Yeah. I'd say,
Terrible.
in short, terrible.
Uh,
Um,
a
yeah.
mockery of music and the hip hop
A menace.
industry as a whole.
A menace to society. Dare I say?
There we say,
That was gonna be the alternate title of this podcast or to this live stream. By the way,
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled is a
to
menace to society. Those were the exact
should have been-
words I said. I showed this album to my girlfriend, and I'm like, after the first track, I'm like, I really think like DJ Khaled, like, is a danger to be walking amongst us, like, to be allowed in the studio.
Damn.
It's a shame.
To make this music, to record the videos he has, to say that he doesn't eat out his wife.
Oh my God.
and to just continue to put out albums like this, like how I described the instrumentals for pretty much the last 3 Khaled albums. The last 3 Khaled albums, how I describe the instrumentals is it's like you could imagine Jake Paul rapping on it.
Yo, that's
the worst insult I could possibly say.
I have to talk about the instrumental of this first track on this album.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Sorry, get that out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, okay. Are we? I don't even know if we're gonna go down the list of like track by track kind of thing.
We're not,
Okay,
but we're gonna talk about the
we'll
songs that
we'll talk
we
about
want
what
to
needs
talk
to be
about.
talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
First track, right off the bat. This is the Khaled album. I'm like, all right, this is Khaled's self-titled. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is he's I'm look
Self-titled twice.
self
Khaled.
Khaled. Like, in case you forget,
Yeah.
this is DJ Khaled.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I see, this album cover. Okay,
Yeah.
his two children standing there, as Khaled is literally praying.
Okay.
In his, I'm guessing, a garden or his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So already,
to what God we don't know.
after listening to this, I am assuming there is no God. Okay,
Oh
so
shit.
okay, um, so I'm like, okay, wow, he's gonna be very vulnerable here. Like, this is he's
This is his 44.
yeah, like, this is him, praising, thank you for all the blessings in my life, thank you for the privilege of what he does for a living and being able to provide for his family. Okay,
Coming off the pandemic, maybe he had a
right,
new outlook on life.
right, right. I'm like,
Mhm.
this. He's definitely like reanalyzing his situation right now.
Right.
So we
Right.
get in the first track, thankful, great.
Mm.
I'm glad. DJ Khaled better be thankful for making it this far. We have a
Yeah.
Lil Wayne and Jeremiah feature.
Jeremiah.
This track, okay. this track starts off with very run of the mill radio friendly choir vocals that are okay. They kind of like set the melody,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden we get like the trumpets of heaven or something blaring, and it's like a different melody.
Yeah.
It sounds like that one song that's like dun, 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 dun. It's just like
Okay.
I don't even. It sounds like when you go to like a little kid birthday party, and they're like playing like, oh, like everybody time to celebrate, like turn on the birthday music. It sounds like that. And so we get, it's this choir, it's these blaring trumpets, and then all of a sudden Jeremiah just starts like rapping, and like it was like Kids Bop. It's like we start off with this Kids Bop type beat, and then Jeremiah like and then I'm like, bro, what? And I swear to God, I was like, it sounds like two different songs playing at the same time.
Yes,
And
that's exactly how I would describe
And
it.
I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, this is hurting my ears. Like, it was hurting my ears. I'm playing this. I'm in the car listening to this song. I'm like, dude, I'm literally like, my ears are gonna start bleeding. Like, this is so fucking bad. And I'm like, this is the first song on the album. I'm like, holy shit. I had never heard a song like this. I think people need to just experience, like, this song was probably the best song to start out with for Khaled on
It set
his
the tone.
self-titled. Yeah.
It was like Alone Again in that it set the tone for the rest of the album very effectively.
Yeah.
It summarized, in fact, it summarizes DJ Khaled's entire career prior to this album. So what an effective intro track, I'd say.
Yeah, amazing. My favorite part though is it's this, I don't even want to say grand. It's this like, it's just beats thrown together that create something so loud and so like, it feels like when it's like heaven was crashing to earth. That's what it sounds like. And and you threw like a Jeremiah vocal on it. Like,
I want that quoted right below the DJ Khaled album. It's like heaven crashing down to earth, and then Jeremiah comes.
Yeah. And then Jeremiah lays down 16 bars, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
and then Lil Wayne comes in at the last
just to
30 seconds.
Just to make it even better.
Yeah.
DJ, oh my God, Lil Wayne comes in there at like, and this is a 5.5 minute song, by the way.
Yeah, this is a long track.
Yeah, wow.
So it finally comes down, and we come back to the vocals, and we end with Lil Wayne talking about how grateful he is for life, and
Hmm.
basically saying nothing by saying a lot, or by saying a lot by or saying a lot but saying nothing.
Yeah.
Um, and so I'm like, oh my god, like, this was an insane like experience. I don't know like if heaven is real anymore. And then all of a sudden, like the vocals come back and it kind of chills out, and then how it transitions into the next song is my favorite thing, because it was like this gospel like proclaiming to God, like screaming to God, and then the second song comes up and it's just like take keys, and it's just like some trap. All of a sudden I'm hearing like Lil Durk and like Lil
Oh
Baby,
my.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, where is my head at right now? Like,
I know.
I'm like,
They were
it's
on
like,
crack when they're making
yeah,
this
I'm like, bro,
album.
I feel like I'm tripping right now. I'm like, I just listened to every song off Jesus is King played at the same time, and then I hear like one track off of like Slime Language. I'm like, whoa, what is happening right now?
What
Like,
the fuck?
just those two songs already. I was like, this is not okay. Like this album,
Yeah.
this is not okay.
Yeah, definitely. Marin Thomas. Am I crazy for liking the second half of the album? I'm looking at it and
You might be. No, I don't. I don't
no,
know.
no, I will explain to you why you like the second half of the album better. It's because I'm looking at the track list right now. There's 14 songs, and I'm looking at the second half of that track list. There's Pop Star, there's the Nas and Jay-Z feature,
Yeah.
there's the, Grease is a decent song. It's a good Weekend impression by Drake. I don't know who
Yeah.
he got to like spice up his voice a little bit, but
Might be the
they did the job
closest
well.
closest OVO XO collab, or the closest thing we can get to a collab with for them.
Yeah. The how I imagine is Drake called the Weekend to feature on Not You Two, and he was like, and the Weekend was like, nah, fuck that shit, and Drake was like, all right, then I'll sound like you too.
Yeah. He
I'll
he
just make a song
impersonates
with me.
everyone else.
Yeah, might as well. Sheesh.
Right.
So yeah, no, I don't think you're crazy. I think these are. I do want to talk about the Nas and Jay Z track. What a waste of a Nas and Jay Z
I
like
can't believe he had
collab.
them
If
like
you
on
if you
there.
wanna, just a heads, if you guys want to listen to an actual, like what a Jay Z Nas feature should or collab should be like,
Yeah.
go listen to here I have it here. Go listen to Success off the American Gangster soundtrack. Go check that out because that track is what this should have sounded like.
Yeah.
And then if you, I don't know if you've seen the visuals. Have you seen the like music video for it?
I have not.
It's like some of the hardest imagery. Like it's them in a casino and like all done up, like looking
Ooh.
dapper as hell. It looks dope. And then and then like the song itself is just so forgettable. Like if you just like the Nas's verse is pretty good, is
Mhm.
really good. Jay-Z's verse is really good, but like the stuff before, after, in the middle of Jay-Z and Nas's verse, and then after Jay-Z's verse are all just
Like the
like
instrumental.
yes, like the creative decisions
Yeah.
behind is. So that's my big thing with DJ Khaled
I was just about to say. Yeah.
is the style of songs. Like I feel like he's stuck in 2016 because all this,
Before that,
oh, all
he's
the way back.
he's stuck in like 2013, 14, like
Yeah,
structure wise, and like
beat drop era.
yeah, like literally like what rap songs used to sound like they're all just club hits. Like I think like Flow Rida, like Club Can't Handle Me, like that era, except with revamped instrumentals, in terms revamped as in like kind of sounding like something that could come from 2020, 2021. And then obviously
Yeah,
using like very current artists, but conceptually still like dated at least like 8 years.
yeah. It's crazy. And then you look at the track list. My God, you look at the track list and the features and the artists that are on here. It's just like if I made a playlist of songs, right, of from his last three albums and told you it was all from the same album, you probably wouldn't tell. You'd probably be like, oh, cool,
Bro.
yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense. It's gotten to the point where today's pop music has more edge and style than DJ Khaled, who is supposed to be, he claims to be like this hip hop, he one of the greatest ears of hip hop, he'll know what's popping and all that.
Right.
Sure. Okay. I don't believe him, to the point where no, I'm going to say it. I genuinely feel like if I had the pieces that he had here, I could have made a better album.
Yeah.
I genuinely, and I guarantee I'm not the only one here. I guarantee there's spam one in the chat if you feel like you could make a better album than DJ Khaled, because I know that there are people who've had similar thoughts. I know my brother has that same thought too, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
it is. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah,
Because
no.
I don't want to sound like I'm just like going crazy, like I have something personal against
Bruh.
DJ
No,
Khaled.
I personally have something. I
Oh
took I
shit.
took this album personally because I listened to it in my ears. He
Okay.
yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, we're getting all the ones in the chat.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. Hey, okay. Yeah,
Bro, I agree with all of you guys.
for sure.
um
Yeah, Kitchen Boy would absolutely make a better album than DJ
Kitchen
Khaled. Are
Boy
you
would
kidding me?
Kitchen Boy would lay it down
Mm.
with the Jeremiah feature, bro. Uh
Kitchen Boy would be cooking.
bro, in the kitchen. All right.
Mm.
So I think the the thing about like DJ Khaled is like I think someone said it. I think a miracle said it. Is like he gets all these people who are very successful, are like very much paving like their own path musically and have a great following and all that are actual artists,
Mm-hmm.
and he sees that and is like, oh, like you should do a song with this other person who's also a great artist, and because you guys are both good, it's gonna work. Like
Mm-hmm. It's
that's
gonna work.
yeah, like that's his level of creative direction and like and curating of the vision of each album is like, oh yo, like what if 21 Savage and Cardi B were on a song? Like no, like
What if
that doesn't yeah.
Migos and Her? That was the one track where I was like, yo, this could work. Because
Mm,
I'm thinking of like Slide. Remember that song with
yeah.
her and YG? I was thinking like, yo, that'd be
Oh
dope
yeah.
with her and Migos, like with that Migos flow that they like to do. That could be
Mhm.
dope. But I'll go ahead and continue
Yeah,
with what
no.
you're saying.
Yeah, no, I think it's like a miracle said, like it's just to get people to listen to it. Like people, all of these artists, like if I look at the track list right now,
Mm-hmm.
Lil Baby, Her, Megan Thee Stallion, Justin Bieber, Bryson Tiller, literally Nas and Jay-Z, all these people have die-hard fan bases to where if they get any new music, they're gonna listen to it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
same thing with The Weeknd, with SZA, who are on other Khaled projects. Like, I listen to those tracks because I'm like, okay, what are they gonna do? And it's like, it's not even like them. It's like this filtered DJ Khaled lens put over your favorite artist, poorly mixed into a shitty instrumental and a song structure from 2013 is
Mm-hmm.
basically the DJ Khaled formula.
Yes.
And that's why it's so like just blatantly bad, but it keeps making money and like they keep racking numbers because the formula works. And it's like, where are we? What does this
As a
say?
society.
What does this say about society, bro? Like,
I think a lot of the streams are similar to me, where it's like, wow, this song is so forgettable. I need to listen to it again to know what it sounds like. And also, I got a question. Why the fuck does Justin Timberlake have his own song on this album? Why, out of all the people on this album that deserves their own song,
yeah, this is
you
true.
know, her, you got, Cardi B, Grammy winning,
Jay Z, Nas,
Jay Z, Nas, Rick Ross. I mean, Rick Ross is a feature artist, so, or is like
yeah,
best when he's used as a feature
Bryson
artist.
Tiller, like,
Bryson Tiller. You
yeah.
obviously got Drake on a couple of songs. Drake really saved him if you think about it. Why
Honestly,
does all these out of all the people, why do we have Justin Timberlake talking about? I don't know. I'm happy to be alive or whatever. I remember that was one of the lyrics.
yeah.
Why? Why? Especially with the surviving the Britney Spears uh docu documentary series thing that happened. That was kind of exposing Justin Timberlake. It's just all very tone deaf. It goes to show just like how out of touch he is really when he tries to seem like he's this like curator of music or whatever.
Sheesh.
Terrible. Um, terrible. This is a this
Bro.
is a menace to the hip hop industry, and could very well, uh, how do you say it? Signal the end of days coming soon. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
Baron, yeah,
I don't really know what else to say about this
yeah.
album.
Let's go over the chat. I think we got some
Okay.
people in the chat
Okay.
that are got some
I think
thoughts for us.
yeah.
Kitchen boy Matt's like DJ Khaled ruined my life.
DJ DJ Khaled ruined my Saturday, bro. When
Yeah.
I listened to this album, I was feeling pumped. Just came back from the grocery store.
Ooh,
Had
grocery store hype.
right. I was about to do my little haul back at home, see what I got,
Mhm.
see what I'm making for the week.
Mhm.
And I was like, let's give this DJ Khaled album a listen.
Spin.
Yeah. And yeah, I think it just ruined my mood. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to bed. It was like 2 o'clock.
Josh says I will make a better album than Khaled in 10 minutes. Yeah,
Probably.
you probably, if I'm being honest. Uh, you see it back with T-Pain. That's true, Marin. I think he does.
You see
Yeah,
that? You see that thing with T-Pain about
the,
his DMs?
that's hilarious. I was, you know me, I love T-Pain. We had a
Yeah.
video all the way back when we were talking about like musical geniuses. Remember we had Maya, we had
Yeah.
Ben, and
That was fun.
that's a throwback video. If you guys want to go all the way back and scroll through our videos and
Might have to
check that
dig
out.
for that video.
Yeah, for real. But we talked about musical geniuses, and I said that T-Pain, I brought up T-Pain as one of the musical geniuses, and I was laughed out of the room. No, I'm kidding, but I was met with some like, whoa, it's an interesting choice. We didn't. One thing I love about that video is your dad coming in afterwards and being like, "You guys didn't mention Prince, Michael
I
Jackson. You guys
know.
didn't mention like none of that shit."
Yeah.
Like,
I think
but
Ben was the only one who was like, yeah, like Miles Davis. And I'm like, yeah, definitely. Or like
yeah,
Motown or something. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely a musical genius right there. Like
yeah.
you're like I think yeah, you're like T-Pain and I'm like, yeah, Kanye.
Yeah, yeah. But I like that we brought up some different names other than
Yeah.
the usual. But yeah, T-Pain, that was so funny how I remember he had this whole thing about how he was feeling underappreciated and all that, and then it revealed that he didn't check his DM requests and all that on the
That is
Instagram. So
so funny.
check your DM requests, guys. You never know who
Could be
might be
T-Pain.
hitting you up. Could be T-Pain.
Yeah.
Maybe you hit up T-Pain and he responded to you finally. So
Yeah,
there
funny.
you go.
Yeah, I saw he like finally hung out with Jamie Foxx after like 2 years
Yeah.
because apparently he hit him up to hang out and then he was like, "Oh shit, my bad. Just seeing this now." One of those.
Yeah, dude, I love Jamie Foxx is one of my like underrated artists. I really
Mm,
like him.
yeah.
They need to make another Blame It. That
Oh
song's a
yeah.
hit. That song is a hit.
Funny.
Um,
T-Pain feature.
mhm. Let's see. A miracle. Last couple of questions on or chat comments on DJ Khaled because we got some other. I think we've done our
More
piece on
exciting.
ripping.
I'm like exhausted after that, bro. Like
I know.
I'm
Yeah.
actually tired.
Here we go. A miracle. Maybe he makes a song horrible with the features to make those people not like the artist. I mean, I know he hasn't made good music, but maybe it's for that reason too. One thing I wonder is, I'll do this after the stream. Is I'm gonna look into who was featured on a DJ Khaled album and then was never featured again, because I want
That'd
to
be
know
interesting.
what are the artists that were like that dropped the verse and was like, yeah, cool, I'll give him a verse. I'll give Khaled a verse. They heard the final album. They're like, I'm never doing that shit again.
No, yeah. I think SZA's gonna be one of those names.
Yeah.
Because with her interview with Kerwin Frost like
Yes.
2 or 3 years ago,
Uh-huh.
if you watch the whole thing, she talks about her evolution over her like very sudden like steep incline in her career.
Mhm. It was just like Control, and then
and then
she's a
boom,
superstar.
and yeah,
Yeah.
and so she was like doing everything. You know,
Hmm.
she's on the doing songs with Kendrick, like on like the Black Panther soundtrack, and then
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, I like that. Let me do another one." Game of Thrones, and she said like, "I have no idea who is on that track. Like, it wasn't even like she can't even recognize herself
Wow.
on that album." And she's like, "Yeah, that's like another version of me or something." She's like, "No hate to Khaled, but I'm never doing that again." Like, she straight up was like, "I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that." And I'm like, okay, someone has their head on straight here. So I don't know. I feel like maybe the weekend also that might have been a one time thing. Uh, he might we might be getting like Walmart weekend verses from Drake again.
Yeah.
To kind of sub that sound in.
The
But
weekday.
yeah, let me get the weekday on this. But yeah, I feel like that would be pretty interesting. See like who was on and then never came back.
Yeah,
Who
I'll,
wasn't
I'll look
invited
into that.
back.
I'll follow up on Tuesday, I guess, if we're kind of getting back to our normal streaming schedule. We'll be
Yeah.
right back on Tuesday. Oh shoot, Tuesday's gonna actually be kind of a stacked, another like review type thing, because segueing into our next topic,
Mm.
definitely wrote that in there. That was definitely
There you go. Okay.
scripted. But segueing into our next topic, we got some new news as opposed to that
Very
old news
exciting news.
regarding Jermaine Cole.
Yes, sir.
So in the between now and our last stream, J. Cole has finally announced that he's releasing his next album, The Off Season, next week, May 14, I believe. Yeah, May
Mm-hmm.
14. And we have some thoughts on it.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. If you haven't, I just brought it up here. But if you guys haven't seen the album cover for the new J. Cole album, uh, I think Mr. Jermaine is making a comeback after getting. I think he saw that he unfortunately won the Blue Ball of the Year award at the OurThoughts Awards and was like, you know what? I think it's time to come back. So at least that's what
yeah,
I like to think.
last year took an L, but now we bounce back.
Right.
And we're getting the off season. So you're welcome, guys. We bullied. We thanks to your help too, by the way. Uh, we bullied J. Cole into dropping an album. And yes, as Grace says, he is actually dropping an interlude tonight, a
Yes,
single.
sir.
Really interesting to make it the interlude because I figured that interludes are usually like album cuts,
Right.
like you would want them to like they make the most sense when you listen to the whole album. But I guess this is an exception. I trust J. Cole. I mean, I'm not who am I to be like, yo, maybe not that one, maybe not that single, maybe not that. But so I think it would be cool if wait, what is this you're showing on the screen? Oh yeah, yeah. That's the
Huh?
album cover, by the way, for the
Yeah.
sorry, I was just looking at the screen of what you're showing, but and I was like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, it's the cover for the interlude that's coming out today. That should be really fun. We'll definitely review that. As I was saying before, we'll review that next week,
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday live stream. Go come back, and so yeah, I think it would be fun. First of all, just to go over the timeline real quick of this album because it did win uh, Blue Ball of the Year, I think, and then we can discuss the album or what our expectations, stuff like that. So starting off with this timeline, this album was this all kind of goes into the fall off, which is I guess this era
Mm.
that he's like kind of creating, which is really cool. I really admire it because we know that because the last song on KOD, his album that came out in 2018, the final song was 1985 dash intro to the fall off. So we are like, okay, the next album is going to be the fall off. And then he even dropped two really good singles last year, The Climb Back and Lion King on Ice, that were literally stated to be the first songs off the fall off. And then we got a photo of a to-do list. You remember that? Where it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
kind of like a tree chain graph, infograph. It was actually a really pretty good infograph about kind of detailing the fall off era
Mm-hmm.
that I was referring to earlier. It included the features we got in 2018, Revenge of the Dreamers 3, which is that Dreamville like
Yeah.
collaboration label album. Uh, that album. And then below that is the off season, which is we're getting next week.
Right.
Exciting stuff. And then we got It's a Boy come before that or below that, and then finally the Fall Off. Pretty cool.
Damn.
So that's kind of the complete timeline. Obviously, I skipped over some stuff like he announced the Fall Off 2020, like we said in the Blue Ball of the Year, Our Thoughts Award stuff. So uh, an interlude called Interlude, so creative. That's it's pretty good, yeah. But so going into the off season, what are your expectations for this album?
I'm not really sure. I think we will see tonight after we listen to the very first, I guess, single from this season or from this
Mm-hmm.
era of the off season. I hope it's better than his last project. Wasn't the like biggest fan of KOD. I think
Mm.
there were definitely some really good tracks on there,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. It was weird. It was kind of a weird topic. It was all like very drug induced.
It dropped on 420.
Yeah.
Just like for some context, but yeah.
It's like it was drug induced, but like also like a critique on drug culture or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
But it was definitely not comparable to something like For Your Eyes Only, which I think
Mm-hmm.
is his best project,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. Better than, well, Forest Hills Drive. You know, they're kind of. I feel like they're kind of on the same wavelength. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I hope he returns to that more classic sound. But also is able to build upon that. I
Mm-hmm.
think even if I like am judging off of, uh the singles we got for the past few years from him or like features and stuff like that, like
Mm-hmm.
it's all been good. Like he's won a couple like best feature runs from us, and like he's had some huge hits off of singles, especially like Middle Child and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you know,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
Middle Child. Almost forgot about that one. That was
yeah,
a good
yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah. So like it's good stuff. So I'll see how the interlude sounds uh tonight. But I see a lot of people in the chat mentioning Kendrick. Um, I don't know. I feel like there could be a Kendrick feature. It would make sense, in my opinion, there to be a Kendrick feature on this album.
So are you
Um,
saying that? Hold on. Are you saying that this album is actually Black Friday? Just
finally, after 10 years, Black
flash that
Friday.
photo of Kendrick and J. Cole. That same photo we've all seen of
Yeah,
Kendrick and J. Cole.
them from like 7 years ago.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think I expect. I usually don't try to keep my expectations too high so that I don't ruin it for myself. But I am kind of expecting something good, something different from J. Cole. This is an interesting. People in the chat were talking about the album cover being like a basketball thing. Like,
Yeah.
I thought for a minute that J. Cole was gonna enter the draft or something. I heard,
Yeah.
So
I remember the Detroit Pistons, I think, sent him like a training camp invite. I was like,
yeah, yeah.
damn,
I don't
seeing
know
J.
if that
Cole in
has to
a
do with anything. Like, I'm
oh.
very kind of. I have no idea like where J. Cole stands right now in terms of anything. So like,
Mm-hmm.
like in terms of music or in terms of his political like beliefs right now or whatever. Like, so it could literally go like whatever, like any direction right now. So hopefully it's good. That's
Yeah.
all I hope for.
Yeah. I have no it's funny that you say that because I actually have very high expectations for this album, if I'm
Mm.
being honest. Because and real quick, I have one of these one of the questions I have here. Does this album affect his legacy at all? Let me just answer that real quick. For me personally, I don't think it will. Like this could be mid, and
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole will still be J. Cole when he wakes up. He's still gonna be one of the greatest rappers. Of you could say all time, but I'll just say right now for our generation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I do have high expectations for this album because he is one of the greatest rappers of our generation, and he's coming back. He says in the tweet with the album cover, like it's been, what was it? This has been years in the making, or we've spent a couple years on this one. So this lets me know, okay, this is the big, or not the big album, maybe the fall off is,
Yeah.
but this is a very big part of your career. And you've put the time into it. It seems like he likes the product. He said that he was driving around the city, which must have been really cool, by the way, driving around the city, listening to an album that no one knows yet, no one has heard, and it's fire. That must have been just super fun feeling. And so yes, it has to be good. I don't have any expectations as to like what we're gonna get. Like I'm not expecting a Kendrick feature, unfortunately, because
Mm.
we'll get to TDE's rollout in a second. Uh, but I am expecting whatever I'm hearing to be really like top quality music,
Yeah.
and I think I'm gonna get that. I trust I'm gonna get that. Uh, yeah, so exciting stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah, how about you? What are your thoughts? Do you think this album will affect, like, if it's a complete dud, do you think that this will cause people to question, J. Cole as a whole, or do you think he's already at that point where he's, he is who he is at this point?
It's hard to tell because I feel like it's been a minute since J. Cole's really been in the limelight. In
Mhm.
terms of like this J. Cole album is moving hip hop forward or the music
Yeah,
industry forward. Like he is career defining, he is J. Cole,
yeah.
So I feel like it's been a minute since we've had that moment. So after you said that, I feel like it kind of has to have that moment. Um, and it would be very disappointing if it flopped.
Hmm.
Because this is definitely one of the most anticipated albums right now,
Hmm.
especially this year, especially coupled with all the other projects that will be dropping very soon. I saw someone made like a graphic where it was like the Heart, which was Drake's album coming out, Certified Lover Boy, the Mind, which is the Off Season by J. Cole, and then the Soul,
Mm.
which is Kendrick's album that will possibly be dropping at some point in time and
Wow.
space.
That's
But
pretty cool. That's a pretty
yeah,
cute, like, kind of way to describe that.
yeah, and so like I feel like within the context of all the other artists that are potentially dropping soon,
Hmm.
um, it like has to hit. Like
Hmm.
as
Yeah.
consumers, we're all starving. We've all been starving for over a year, at least over a year, from all of our favorite artists right now.
Yeah.
Um, except the Weeknd, he's been feeding us for the past year. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
100%.
yeah, but I think it has to hit really, and I think it
Hmm.
will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say right now that I think it will. I
Yeah.
don't know what that sound will be, um, but I think hopefully J Cole's got something up his sleeve.
Something
Uh,
up his sleeve.
yeah,
Yeah. Let us know in the chat. Do you think that um this album, that he still has something to prove? Do you think that if this album flops for some reason, for whatever reason, do you think this will, question J. Cole as a whole? I think, uh, you know, with Forest Hills Drive and Born Sinners and that whole like run of
yeah,
albums, I think that was him like uh, getting to that point that he is now, where he's at the peak of hip hop greatness. But I think the thing about modern day consumption, and like I'm thinking of sports, I'm thinking of music, movies, all that, is that you always have to do it again,
mm-hmm.
and then after that you have to do it again. It's always going to be a reason that you have to do
Yeah,
it again. So if it does flop, I feel like there will be that like group of people that's like, yo, is J. Cole a fraud? You guys really thought he was cool back then?
there's always
um
the J Cole haters.
yeah, yeah. But so yeah, I think that'll be something interesting to watch out for. I don't think I personally don't feel like he has anything to prove. But
Mm-hmm.
if this album is great, super great, then I think that this will just bolster up his um like, I'm excited. That's another thing, a way it could affect his legacy, is that what if it's so great that we start to talk about him as like a top 5 rapper of all
Yeah,
time? I
yeah,
mean, maybe you already had that conversation in the chat over there, but you know, I personally don't have him in my top 5. But damn, if this album is amazing and then the fall off is great, or what is it? It's a boy. If it's a boy is amazing and then the fall off is great, then sure we have to have a question about is he the best rapper of all time? But
Right.
so yeah, that'll be exciting to watch. Continuing development over here on the Our Thoughts podcast. We'll definitely review Interlude coming out tonight on next stream.
Let's see. In the
Yeah.
chat, people are saying uh Cole has nothing to prove and he'll kill it. Miracle says he'll be fine. Ben Sanchez says, I think if it somehow flops, it won't affect him in any way. And Curry says, I don't think this will question J. Cole. I mean, every rapper / artist has an album that isn't the best. Look at Starboy. The fans weren't happy with it, but The Weeknd had some hits. Yeah, all very true. I think I still think J. Cole is a great artist. I wouldn't put him in my top 5 of all time, but I think that he has already proven himself. It's just where now, like, how is he gonna shake things up? You know, because I think right now the industry is waiting for that major shakeup in terms of. I think this could be his like Kendrick Lamar damn moment right now. I feel like we're on the cusp of it.
Wow.
But that's like best case scenario. That's what I want.
Yeah. Damn is obviously like it's an amazing album.
Yeah.
It's one of those albums I still listen to this day like regularly.
Yeah.
Like it's you know how like you do with TV shows where sometimes you'll stop watching it just so you can rewatch it again later and be like and have a lot more and like be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that stuff.
Yeah.
I will never have that experience with Damn because I just constantly listen to that album. So yeah, as you can see by the fact that it's right behind.
There you
go. So yeah, so speaking of Kendrick, let's go ahead and transition into some interesting stuff. This segment will have the conspiracy hat on, which is what I was referring to earlier.
Okay.
So, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's start talking about this TDE rollout.
Yes, sir.
Right, because it's really interesting. I don't even remember what day, but at some point, maybe last weekend, I'm thinking maybe we got this like snippet of a video. It was like a loading screen with the TDE logo. I can't believe they actually did a loading screen. That's like the most like, I don't know. I feel like I could have come up with that. But it was a loading screen and then it went to 100% or whatever. And then it said, the wait is over. What wait? We don't know. Well, wait, now we know. It seems to be hinting towards an Isaiah Rashad release. We actually just today there was like a Fader interview article thing that came out. I don't know if you read that. Did you look into that?
No, I didn't see that.
But yeah, they actually announced like the album name, the release date of the album. We're not getting an album tonight, unfortunately.
Damn.
We are just getting a single. As someone said, Colby B, he said that, well, he didn't say that he's dropping a single, but Isaiah Rashad is, I think, dropping a single tonight. And just in case you guys didn't read the article, the album is titled The House is Burning, and it's set for a June release. So we got to wait another month for that album. So yeah. So yeah, what are your thoughts? This is literally like your first reaction to the news, huh?
Yeah, that is interesting.
What's up, Vince?
I did hear. Okay, so is having a block party right now. Shit, that's crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah, so this whole TDE like rollout thing was really I don't want to say it was a blue ball in and of itself.
It was a blue ball.
Definitely led me on a little bit. Cuz so TDE has been an interesting topic that we've been talking about for a few streams because like everyone on the TDE label is someone who we highly anticipate.
Kendrick,
SZA, yeah.
Sir,
right.
Their roster is deep.
Yeah.
Like super deep.
Great
Schoolboy
label.
Q.
Yeah. People who are like really huge in the rap and R&B world right now.
Yeah.
And so that's why even just anyone out of TDE coming out with an album is big. And I think they chose literally these like smallest impact artists they have. Um, I don't want to say that as a bad thing, but if you're comparing Isaiah Rashad to like Kendrick Lamar,
No, it's a fair thing to say.
yeah,
It's definitely a fair thing to say.
but that's not a bad thing per se. I
Mm-hmm.
think that um, Isaiah Rashad's album dropping in literally the next month is a good sign. I think that we're
Very
gonna
good sign.
start seeing more TDE albums, TDE artists coming out with their projects finally within the next few months. Let me put my daddy hat
Do I
on.
need to? Do
I
I need
think I
to?
think it's conspiracy hat time.
Okay,
I
okay, because
think
you're kind of on the same line as me.
okay, okay.
I think we're thinking the same thought.
I'm
Here we
picking up
go.
what you're putting down. All right.
Here we
So,
go.
all right, let's get into this. All right. So, I think what this TDE this is funny. Like I didn't even like consult you at all. I feel like we're
I know.
the exact same thoughts. But yeah, I think right now is when everything else is going to start falling into place. I think all this is kind of a domino effect where because I know that what's his name, Punch from the
TDE Punch, yeah.
TDE Punch, he's the guy who runs all this, who has all the say over what albums come out, over what gets released, all of that. Yeah,
Usually it's soon
yeah, that's his thing. Everything is
with an
coming
eye
soon.
emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So SZA has been very vocal about it, whether that's on her Twitter or on her Instagram Live, or in her interviews, saying she wants to release music. It's just up to Punch right now. And as the head of the record label, that makes sense. He's the guy who says yes or no. And so this was the first project that was a yes and is coming out and is getting a proper rollout. So I think now that whatever needed to line up within the TDE label is lining up. And that could mean a Kendrick project, a SZA project is in the works at least this year.
I agree.
I think we're getting a Kendrick project this year. That's
how I liken it. It's not that hard of a take because I'm right there with you, man. I feel like this is definitely the start. I liken it to the Good Music rollout. If you guys don't remember, 2018, summer of 2018, there was like Good Music, Kanye's label. They came out with like a bunch of albums. It was Yay, it was Daytona by Pusha T, Keep That Same Energy, Tiana Taylor,
Yeah.
Nasir by Nas. It was like a whole lineup of albums that came out almost like, I forget if it was like every other week or every month or whatever. And it was really fun. It was a really fun like period of time. And I remember and you know, there's some stuff that I feel like could lean into that theory that you're talking about is, you know, kind of almost every single TDE member coming out with a project. And I mean, and also like TDE is one of those labels, man, that they like to kind of keep together. I remember they had the championship tour where like every single artist from TDE pretty much was performing.
Crazy.
And they each had like an individual sport, which was cool. Yeah, which was super dope. Kind of that championship atmosphere. They like to do stuff together, so it seems to me like maybe, you know, and also is he like the first TDE member to come out with an album this throughout the pandemic? Because I don't remember another like artist from TDE coming out with like a whole project. Maybe like a single here and there or a verse, a feature. You know, I feel like maybe it could be time. The vaults are opening, I think.
Yeah, I think this is finally, we are like, the days are upon us. I like feel that we are heading there. But yeah, I agree. I think I'm not sure if Isaiah Rashad is the first one out of TDE to be releasing anything during the pandemic. I want to say that he is, but I'm not sure if Schoolboy Q came out with anything as of recently. But this is huge, and I think that it's just gonna keep rolling out, and I really do think that in time, whether that's in the latter half of this year though, we will be getting a Kendrick album. I'm guessing this is my prediction. I'm
Mm.
guessing around holiday season this year, like late holiday season. I'm thinking like November, December is when we might get a Kendrick album.
Oh, so you think he's going for a winter release with this one?
Yeah, I don't know if I mean it would be insane if we got a summer release from Kendrick.
Mm.
It's just I feel like Isaiah Rashad is that summer release, especially coming out in June.
Hmm.
I can see SZA coming back in fall, and then I can see Kendrick in winter. Like if I'm looking at like their roadmap for the rest of the year, you know what I mean? The behind the scenes, I could see that making sense. So
I like SZA in the fall. I
yeah,
think R&B in the fall is a perfect time.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then the winter kind of mysterious. It's the end of
Hmm.
the year.
Good
Is Kendrick
vibes.
dropping? Like people like that. I feel like Kendrick drops right when everyone has lost hope in him, and then he
Yeah.
comes back. So uh, I think Kendrick is gonna be the last one. Uh,
Hmm. Oh yeah, obviously. I don't. Yeah, I think there for sure.
Yo, the
Um,
new MF Doom album. What? MF Doom.
I didn't even know he was.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Oh well, it's like an EP. Oh wait.
Came out in 2020 though.
Wait. I don't see any.
It's like by bad, bad, not good, or whatever. Is
Yeah.
that what you're talking about?
I don't know. I don't think he. I don't see any new MF Doom album.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be one of those like MFD's nuts or something? Is that what he's trying to
Yeah.
get me?
Got him.
That new Candace album, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Candace who?
Candace nuts? No.
But yeah. So, anyways, back to the whole Kendrick thing, or a TDE thing. Um, Actually, I transitioned us back without knowing what we were gonna say. But yeah, I definitely agree. Kendrick's is a J Rock is another one
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
I could see maybe dropping in the summer as well.
I can also see
You
that in
know,
the summer. Yeah.
that'd be dope. I think it'd be cool if there was like little Kendrick features here and there, just
Mm-hmm.
to keep us chomping at the bit, and then
Yeah.
we got the Kendrick album.
Yeah.
Man, I
I can
can't
see
wait
it. I
for
can see it.
I can't can you imagine that like when the album cover drops, you know,
Bruh.
the album title, you know, the track list. I just keep remembering about all this stuff from Damn, that rollout, the Heart Part 5.
Right.
If we get that, if that's going to be another thing he does. Um
I can
man.
see Kendrick coming out with a single, or a few singles this upcoming summer slash fall.
Hmm.
Um,
So you think it's going to be do you think it's going to be one of those like calculated patient rollouts, or do you think it's just going to drop one day?
nah, it'll have a rollout for sure. I think all of Kendrick's projects have had somewhat of a rollout, whether that was one um single beforehand or that was releasing the album art first and then the track list and then the album comes
Hmm.
out or something like that. It'll definitely be hyped because the moment Kendrick Lamar posts something, the like world is gonna explode. And I already know that they need to be writing on that. Just because I know that the main concern from TDE and especially Kendrick's project was if it can do the traditional rounds, whether that's releasing the album and then touring the album, like
Mm.
making their money back and then some.
Yeah.
Um, which is like a huge aspect of why that album has been delayed for so long. So I think
Yeah.
once they secure that the tour can happen, then the rollout's gonna start, and it's all. I feel like at one point this year, maybe bleeding into next year, like we're gonna get so much new music that it's gonna be like we don't even. There's not enough time on these streams to even go over
Yeah.
it.
We're gonna get everybody.
Yeah.
Like think of who hasn't dropped in a while. You know? Like I think of I think of Travis Scott with Utopia. That's
Mhm.
something that he has teased constantly. and he's probably working on. And obviously Kendrick, J. Cole, who we're getting soon. I mean, who else? Who else? Who else? Um, also, yeah, Zayn. By the way, I googled your the information and stuff. Yeah, Super What is coming out tonight.
Oh, it is.
I haven't. Yeah, the MF Doom thing.
Oh
I don't
shit.
see it. Me personally, I don't see it
It might be in a different time zone.
on Spotify. Yeah, sorry, bro. Uh, you're not capping. I can verify. My guy Zayn wasn't trying to get you to lick, put his nuts on on your mouth or whatever.
Okay.
All that stuff. But
Pause.
yeah. Lord, yeah, I read that she was gonna drop an album soon, right? That's dope.
Oh, I
That's
see
dope.
this here now. Oh, okay. It's on his website. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
on his website. Okay.
Release date. It says the oh the okay the release date of the vinyl. Yo, this vinyl looks crazy. It looks sick. It's like a comic book.
Man, I love MF Doom's like
Yeah. Okay.
whole
Definitely. Thanks
aesthetic.
for mentioning that though, because I've been riding uh MF Doom as of late, just going back in his discography.
Burrito,
So
burrito, Dorito.
right. Mm.
However that bar goes. Yeah.
Oh, bro, he's in
Uh,
Sweden, bro. You're like a day ahead of us.
I know. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Sweden. Hey, man.
You get all the
Thanks
music
for
first.
yeah. Thanks for hopping on the stream, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And
Shout out to our fans in Sweden.
how is it, by the way? Can you let us? I don't know if you've listened to it, but if you have, let us know how it is.
Yeah.
Or
Quick thoughts. Is it good?
yeah, or just lie. Just say yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Just lie for me, cause I want it to be good. I know it'll be good. Some people say Lord Youngboy dropping today.
Mm,
Drake might drop after J. Cole. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. I think after J. Cole drops, Drake is coming out. Like I said, the heart, the mind, and the soul, those
mm.
three will complete me when
Yeah,
all those albums are out.
and then the Silk Sonic album.
Oh my god, I we haven't even
Mm.
talked about that. That's coming out. That's gonna be the summer anthem. I already know. That dude, I'm telling you, there's gonna be so much music to to dive into, like
Hmm.
coming up so soon. Um, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, speaking of the summer, I think we wanted to go ahead and discuss our predictions or any like hot takes we may have
Look at these smooth transitions. This
for
whole
the summer.
stream.
Man, most improved podcaster.
Yeah,
You already know.
there we go.
Uh, so yeah, we wanted to talk about some of our music predictions, hot takes, specifically for the summer. I just wanted some where we a little bit of shorter terms, so that way we could go back and look at it and be like, damn, we were super accurate, or damn, we were wilding.
Yeah,
So yeah, did you want to start off with one?
yeah. I think kind of similar to what I was saying. Okay, so first off, since we just talked about it, Silk Sonic,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yes.
will definitely be dropping this summer. I think they even said that. I wanted to say they maybe not. Maybe this was something I said in my head, but I feel
I
like
know they said that they're spacing out the kind
yeah.
of they're sprinkling in throughout 2021.
Okay, yeah. And I think either this summer we'll get another single
Mm-hmm.
or the whole album, but I definitely can see probably by the latter half of the summer Silk Sonic the album dropping.
Okay.
Um
Okay.
and I'm super hyped about that. That has not left my mind. Silk Sonic is in the back of my mind still.
I'm just sorry. I'm just bobbing my head because I'm picturing me bumping a Silk Sonic album in December when it's like, super scenic and like it's overcast weather
Yeah.
and the vibes are just beautiful. I'm just cleaning my room, you know. Man.
Yeah. I
So
think
so that
yeah. At
so
least a
yeah,
single. At least a single.
yeah. What do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it'll be more of like an upbeat type thing, or do you think it'll be a little more laid back somehow? Uh, what do you have any takes regarding the next Silk Sonic single? Straight up, do you think it'll be better than Leave the Door Open?
Bruh. I don't even know.
Is that possible?
I think it'll be more laid back. It'll be like kind of. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a ballad, but it'll definitely be more kind of like 1-2 steppy kind of thing compared
Mm,
to
a little more dancey.
yeah, kind of like has like a more like bounce
Mm-hmm.
compared to Leave the Door Open, which is like a shimmering ballad that like lifts you up and like takes you away, kind of. I think this is
Yeah,
going to be more of like a more a radio hit, but not in a bad way. Like
yeah.
a more like I'll definitely feel like okay, like we're getting fed right now. Like this is Silk Sonic. It's gonna sound good. It's gonna sound
Mm-hmm.
amazing
Yeah.
because it's Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. Um, but I think it's definitely gonna be a little more laid back, a little more like of a bop rather than the beautiful landscape that they
Swaying
created.
type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm also down for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be perfect. I can see. Let me. Someone just put their Colby put their prediction in the chat. They said in the summer, DaBaby will fall off a bit. I think that's already happened.
Yeah. Unfortunately, our
yeah.
guy the baby's
Um.
falling off.
Oh shit! No, he took it away. Dang,
Damn.
Colby, I was reading it. Damn.
Wait, hey guys, if you have any hot takes yourselves, go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll read it after I
Yeah.
think we get done, and
Put
then we'll kind of just go over it and
yeah.
react to your guys' hot takes because
Put your
I think that's the
summer
most fun part.
yeah. Put your summer hot music predictions, hot music takes in the chat,
Yes,
and then
sir.
we'll see what we think. But yeah.
Yeah.
Before Colby took away his comment, it was basically he was saying that he thinks Silk Sonic will be releasing a single,
Hmm.
a single that will take over the summer, and I think that's
Okay.
definitely something I anticipate.
That'd be crazy because like before the album even drops, we would already be getting we would he would they would already have two number one singles.
Yeah,
Um, which is I'm sure for the top tier artists that's like Drake, he's like
yeah,
I've had two number ones on a single before it drops, but
right.
it's just cool. It's cool for especially for Anderson .Paak, who is finally getting the recognition he deserves. I think that's dope. Yeah, Pusha T is working on an album, and that's looks like it's gonna be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, yeah. Here. I said I was gonna go over these takes after we get over
Yeah,
ours.
do yours, do
I
yours.
don't have too many, so
I have a
it's
few more.
perfect. Okay, cool. So one. Speaking of Silk Sonic, let's talk about. I want to discuss this. It's something that if you're an OG stream participant, you've heard me talk about this before. I think that Silk Sonic is gonna inspire a lot of artists to get into their soul bag for better or for worse.
Okay.
Because I think that Leave the Door Open was such a like a shot in the arm almost for pop music. Like, yo, we can actually like take inspiration like all the way back to something as niche as 70s funk and soul. Like we can do that. Like I mean, Redbone already did that. It's timeless for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
But Leave the Door Open, I think, was I think we're in like a new world regarding music from like 2016 even. So I think that people will see what Leave the Door Open did and kind of take into that. I have three bets, right? I have three
Okay.
artists who I'm betting to do this. Ready?
All right.
Justin Bieber, number one. Number two, Maroon 5. Number three, Ed Sheeran. Those are the three
Oh.
pop artists that I can easily picture them uh, getting into their soul bag and everyone being like, hey, wow, like they're trying something different. They're changing the music game. But no, like, let's be like, first of all, that type of music's been there forever. And also, it's Silk Sonic's thing.
I
Um,
I agree with 2 out of the 3 of those.
mhm.
I think Maroon 5 is a little too far gone.
They put out a song with Cardi B.
Yeah,
They're shameless, bro.
yeah, this is true. Um, but it's like that's the opposite of going way back and like and taking that inspiration. I can definitely see Ed Sheeran trying that. I don't know if it'll hit. I can definitely see Justin Bieber doing that because Justin Bieber is like the ultimate like culture vulture hot take.
Mhm.
Um,
It's a cold take. Dude's literally wearing a do rag.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know that. Matt sent it to me, so I only know this from him. But yeah, Justin Bieber was caught wearing a little do rag.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's a good take. I think I can definitely see that happening. I can
Hmm.
definitely see that happening.
Yeah. If any of those three artists drop like a solo record, best believe I'll be on here talking my talking my shit.
Yeah, yeah. Keep
Uh,
keep putting your predictions in. We're just gonna
yes,
we're gonna get to it after we finish ours, and then we'll go over your guys's. I
yes.
see that
We're looking
comment.
forward to you guys'. Yeah.
I see that Zane, MF Doom dropping today. Young Boy, T Grizzly,
Big hip hop day
Coach,
today.
and
I
Quando
like
Run.
it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people dropping today.
Man, thank God for hip hop, bro.
Yeah,
We're back.
right.
We're not we're we have
We
nothing to we
yeah
we didn't create hip hop, but we're
yeah
just happy that
we
hip hop
saved
is.
it. That's what we did. No.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the
Okay.
Our Thoughts EP, man.
My second prediction, summer prediction.
Okay.
Um, I think we are going to get a new 070 Shake album this summer.
Mm,
I just feel like it's about that time. She's been
okay.
teasing. She's been like having these cryptic tweets and posts on her Instagram, like, oh, like y'all don't know what I'm cooking up right now. Like this new shit I was working on in the studio today is crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's been a long time since an 070 Shake album. She dropped Modus Vivendi um January of 2020, like before the
Okay.
pandemic. Um, so it's, that felt like centuries ago to me, but it's been definitely a minute. But I can definitely see her dropping a new album, or at least starting the rollout of her new album starting this summer,
Mm,
um, which I'm extremely excited for because I thought that the 070 Shake album was a little bit slept on, and I can see how she can build upon that sound already because
mm-hmm.
it's great as it is, but I feel like it was a stepping stone to something even greater, and I hope that that's what this next album is. Because I'm a huge fan of her, and that album, and I mean we talked about Guilty Conscience and how much we love that song, so I can see a new project coming from her very soon.
Yeah, I can easily see that. Man, I that's gonna be great. Whatever she's got dropping,
Yeah,
hopefully this summer, that'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty sick.
yeah.
070 oh 07. I remember I had trouble saying that. 070 Shake is one of those artists that I feel like is just like so accessible to everyone and anyone, no matter genre
Mm-hmm.
you like. 070 Shake just makes good music. So yeah, I will definitely be looking forward to that. Here's another hot take I got. I don't know if you guys have seen, but the I think the BET Awards. I forget which award show it was, but some award show. I like responded to it on our Twitter. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm not well
Most
prepared.
improved podcaster,
I know, down the drain.
huh?
Okay, so it's the Billboard Music Awards.
Mm-hmm.
So the Billboard Music Awards. Uh, I feel like the Weeknd's about to clean house, and I think it's gonna be in as in a response to the Grammys. Not to say that he's not warranted these awards. I'm saying that he's warranted of these awards, but the Grammys didn't give it to him. So maybe the Billboard Awards will be like, "Yo, y'all fucked up. We're about to give him all the awards,"
He's about
and
to
he's
come home with
nominated.
like 20 awards, bruh.
I feel like we're gonna get one of those iconic pictures where you
Yeah,
just see someone holding. Sorry, I don't know if the mic's picking me up.
yeah.
Uh, someone's just holding like 14 awards or whatever. I feel like the Weeknd's about to clean house.
Oh
You're
yeah.
gonna get one of those iconic pictures. The Grammys are gonna look even worse. He's nominated for 16, I think. I think I already said
Holy
that, but
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
keep an eye out for that. I think I forgot when the. Let me look up when the Billboard Awards are, so we'll know when to keep track of that. May 23rd. So
Coming up.
couple weeks. Couple weeks. So yeah, that's my one of my hot takes. How many more do you got? I don't have that many.
Um. Yeah, a lot of my predictions are about Kendrick, and we talked about that already. But
Okay.
yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that it? Is that it for us? Because I got one more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Throw it down.
Okay. This isn't as much of a hot take as it is just like a fun little thing we can do. Pause. So here's a segment, rank the thing. So I want to rank them one out in terms of sales, and two in terms of what we'll like. Drake Certified Lover Boy, J. Cole's Off Season, and Kendrick's hypothetical album coming this year. Rank those. Let's do sales first. So what do you think the ranking is going to be in terms of sales?
Oh man. Okay, so what was it? It was J. Cole's off
Drake's
season. Oh.
Yeah, Drake's Certified Lover Boy, J. Cole's Off Season, and Kendrick's hypothetical album.
I think sales wise,
Mm-hmm.
it'll go Drake,
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick, and then J. Cole.
Okay. Now in terms,
Because
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
just because Drake is huge. Um, I know that's kind of a. I know people would assume Kendrick will get the most sales just because all of us, all of you guys, I know we're all waiting for Kendrick. We all like Kendrick more, and we all are. There's so much hype right now,
Yeah.
but you have to remember how big Drake is. Drake
Yeah.
is, in retrospect, to the global like market, bigger than Kendrick, more marketable than Kendrick.
Yeah.
Do with that what you will, but I think whenever Drake releases anything, it like below like numbers, it just like
Mm-hmm.
soars to the top. And already the amount of speculation, the amount of hype, the amount of build up that's already been building up from Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
We
You
even
literally
get
push back the album.
right
Yeah.
like we'll get on these streams. We're not talking about Drake at all. People will be asking us about Certified Lover Boy, and we're like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, like
Yeah.
already people are hyped about it. So I think it's gonna soar off the charts and get an insane first weekend sales. I don't know about sales record.
Mm-hmm.
I think Uzi has that record right now, but I think it'll go Drake,
Yeah.
Kendrick, and then J. Cole in terms of sales.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at. I think yeah, that's kind of exactly where I'm at because I'm picturing because a hot take I had I forgot to say, but I think that Certified Lover Boy will be the Drake album that we've been wanting to hear for a while
Mm,
now, like where it's
I
some
hope.
different. It's I think it's going to be like a hybrid of hip hop, R&B, and neo soul instrumentals, and it'll be the softest Drake album we've heard in a while.
Sheesh.
So with
Yeah.
all that, just from what I've heard a couple leaks, just like one or two leaks,
Mm.
and from what I've heard, it's
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
pretty good.
I don't know.
Uh,
I might check out the leaks. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll send one to you if just to get a
Yeah.
if you want to open it, be my guest, but I'll
Yeah.
just have it
Just
there just
leave
so
it
you'll
there,
have
and
it.
then I'll decide.
Yeah. I think that's about where I'm at too, and I
Okay.
think in terms of like enjoyment, I think it's gonna go for me personally, Kendrick, Jake,
Jake.
Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, and it's all gaps, like there or like it's all like close gaps.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
it's not like 1, 2, and then all the way down here 3. It's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. Is that about where you're at too?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I'm excited for all of them. Those are literally some of the biggest hitters in the game right now. So
Yeah. The big three of the 2010s, man. They literally carried hip hop
yeah, yeah, for a
for
minute.
that decade. So it's cool to see them all drop in one year, man. It's
Crazy,
funny how it all
crazy.
lines up there, and we'll be able to directly um compare. It'll be dope.
Yeah, it'll be
It'll be
dope.
exciting. I think this is gonna be, like I
Expect a
said,
lot of deep dives coming soon.
very soon. I'm about to be
Yeah.
working double overtime on the edits.
Mm.
By the way, we got some cool videos coming out soon, just to let you guys know.
Yeah.
Okay,
A
so
lot of
let's
a
get to
lot of
some of
stuff coming soon.
for real.
All
Let's get to
right.
some of your hot takes. So let me scroll up to the top here.
Yeah.
We got
Oh man, let me go
okay.
all the way back.
So Leslie says Post Malone. Post Malone. I don't know if yeah, Leslie, you were here. I said I think the managers posted that he will be having two albums coming out this year.
Right.
Um, one I think they're pretty much done with. The other they're on the finishing stages of it.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're getting a lot of Post Malone this year for sure. Yeah. Um, Colby B. New summer prediction. Oh wait, sorry. Was there a bunch of no. This is it. This is it. Sorry. New summer prediction. Rap takes a dive into rock and takes an
Yo.
energetic new vibe akin to Nirvana in the 90s. What do you
Damn.
think about that?
I like that idea. Like I like where you're going with that.
I like that take.
I
It's a
do
great
like that
take.
take. I think that's definitely interesting. I can definitely see that being a thing, especially since people are saying that Kendrick's next album is very rock inspired,
Hmm.
um, which would be sick. I think we might. I when I hear that, I think of like the Alchemist type beats. I think of like 1985, Freddie Gibbs, like
Yeah,
heavy
electric
drum, yeah,
guitar.
like heavy drums, heavy on the guitar strips, like rips and stuff like that. So I can definitely see that, and I enjoy that sound. So that would be cool.
Yeah,
Um,
very. That would be very atmospheric, very vibey.
yeah,
I definitely think that that would be a really cool next step because and also I think it would launch hip hop into a new realm of marketability
yeah,
because you know there are people who listen to rock but not necessarily hip hop.
right.
So I think seeing that hybrid, it would allow for that bridge to be built between those people who may not who really aren't into hip hop. So maybe this will be the thing that grabs onto them. If
Yeah.
the baby didn't work, maybe this will.
Curry
That
says in the summer, I believe The Weeknd will drop a song from his new album or tease it more. I think Kendrick dropped his album, Brent Faiyaz drops, and Silk
Brent.
Sonic drops.
Wow.
If you're right, that's gonna be the craziest summer of my life. Like,
Hey, Curry was that Curry?
yeah,
Hey, if that happens, I'm Venmoing you $1,000. If all that happens,
somebody clip that.
I don't have $1,000 on me, but I'll
You
make
better
it
make
happen.
between now and then.
Because the world you're living in right now with that hot take is like the world I want to live in.
Can we laugh?
So
Let's manifest that.
yes, prayer
If
circles.
Curry, if you're right, I will send you a gift. I'll mail it to you. Not $1,000, but maybe
$1 billion.
maybe $1 billion. Um, damn. Oh, Zane says J. Cole. Okay, yeah, Pierre Bourne and YG dropping next week. Okay, I didn't know we're getting no Pierre Bourne. That's dope.
Yeah. Hey,
Uh,
shout out to Zane for all these like
yeah,
music.
keeping me up to date.
I know, I know. We need that. We need that. Um,
Let me see. Y'all
yeah,
think
I think
Utopia is dropping this summer? I don't know.
I don't know.
Um, it could. I think that right now where we're looking, in terms of how like what Travis has been doing,
Hmm.
we could be looking at a new Travis Scott album coming this summer in August. Mainly because that's what happened with Astroworld. Like right
Hmm.
now, I think this rollout for Utopia is gonna be very similar to Astroworld. Whereas someone mentioned Astroworld Fest like a while back, and I think
Yeah,
he's going to preview a new song. Uh, oh wait, okay,
here we go.
it could or it could not be dropping this summer because Astroworld Fest is in November. Let's get
Okay.
the hat on.
Yeah.
Astroworld Fest is in November.
Okay.
So either the album is already out by November, and he performs the album, or the album is coming after Astroworld Fest, and we get our first like peek into
Peak. Yeah.
into Utopia, um, via a new single, or like this, I'm thinking of like Stargazing, like when he would perform that at like
Hmm.
New York governor's ball, or ACL the Atlanta one, whatever it
Something like
was.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that could happen. But then again, it has to line up. But
Hmm.
I definitely think it's coming this year.
Yeah.
That's all I can
Yeah.
say is it's coming this year for sure. I already know.
I think the rollout has had like a soft start. I think it has like
Yeah.
a soft opening because I'm just thinking about all the Travis Scott features we've been getting. A track we forgot to review. Do Rag Activity.
Yo,
You really like that song?
I
That was
fuck
dope.
with that song so much. That song is hot, bro. When that song came out, I was listening to it all day. And then the next day, I went shopping, and the store I was at was playing only Baby Keem, and it was
Oh, that's
just that it
fire.
was that song. I'm like, yo, like bro, I was feeling myself. Yeah.
You should have walked in there and been like, "Yo, who's playing this? Who's on the aux right now?" You know, like remember that dude? He was like, "Who made this
Oh yeah.
burger? You're
Who
doing a
made
great
this
job.
burger?
You're doing great, man. Keep
Yeah.
doing what you're doing." You should
Yeah.
have done that with the aux. But yeah, I think Durag activity is really good. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting Baby Keem and Travis Scott to be on a collab, but it worked. It really worked. I don't know why. I just didn't think that it would work. Kitchen
Yeah.
Boy,
Peace
hey
Kitchen
man,
Boy.
yeah, you're good, man. This is
Do
kind
what
of
you
like
gotta
we're kind
do.
of winding down here, so
Yeah.
perfect timing. Take care. See you next week. Tuesday,
Yeah.
same time, same channel. But yeah, what was I saying? The rollout. So yeah, he's been on Diamonds Dancing, the Young Thug album. He was on another song. I forget, but he was on another one. And I feel like that's kind of like the start. He's starting to kind of get us familiar with Travis Scott,
Yeah.
get his name out there a little bit, like musically, not just by selling whatever he wants to sell, Sharpies.
Right.
Um, so yeah, I'm really excited for that Utopia release. I think that's gonna be dope. I think that's gonna be dope.
That'll be dope. But yeah, those are my music predictions this summer. This summer is gonna be lit. I already know it's gonna be fun. I cannot wait. I'm literally counting down the days to summer, bro. Like, we're both
Yeah.
fully vaxxed. Like,
We're ready to go, man.
Californians opening up. Things are looking up. Music's gonna be dropping.
Yeah,
We're on the dawn of a new era.
I know.
And
yeah.
I'm glad that we've made it out alive, that we're here,
Well,
that you guys are
we'll-
here.
We'll wait a couple of seconds before
Yeah.
we say that we made it out. But
Oh.
yeah, we'll wait a couple, we'll wait a little bit before we say we made it out. But we made it to this point. That's cool.
We're about to turn the corner.
Yeah, I feel it. Can you believe the Weeknd concert's almost here?
I can't believe that.
Yeah, you already got your tickets, so you're ready to go. You're ready to go.
Yeah, a year from now, less than a year from now.
Man, that's exciting, man. I'm just like I can't believe we're already at that point where we have to start talking about concerts and tours and stuff. I just like it's been a whole year since all that stuff happened. And
Crazy.
I know, but yeah, as you can tell, guys, we're just winding down here. Just some, I guess this is just our chance to like plug some future stuff and also just talk with you guys.
Yeah.
But we also got some. So let me lay out the plan so far. I think also this is my first time telling Matt. So I think Friday, tomorrow, we're about to back you guys because to make up for us not being here on Tuesday, we're gonna drop a video tomorrow. If you guys were on that stream, you guys remember this one. It's gonna be the Our Thoughts trivia spectacular. It's gonna be super fun. Colby B, peace. Thank you for coming. I think this was your first stream? Question mark. But
Colby's been around.
thank you. Colby's been around.
Yeah.
Damn, sorry, bro. That's awkward.
It's all right.
But yeah. Sorry. But yeah. So Friday we got the trivia spectacular. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then at some point next week, I'm thinking like maybe the day after our Tuesday stream, so Wednesday, we have a collab coming out with
Yes, sir.
the Thoughts Assemble. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen, if you've seen us, you've seen him. Thought he puts out like really good like analysis videos, breakdowns. We actually did like a two-parter where that we broke down The Heart and the Tongue with him, and also we kind of just had a conversation about Chance the Rapper, like where he's at in his career, like what we think going forward, fun stuff like that. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, super excited. This is our first collaboration video that we're doing on this channel, and we're really blessed that it's with someone as big as a channel as he is, Omar, our man from the Thought channel. But yeah, no, super excited to see that come out. We've been working on it for a long time. Filmed it a little bit ago, but
Yeah.
It'll be super fun. I'm just excited. I feel like we're gonna have so much awesome content for you guys coming
Dude,
soon.
the cacti videos. We like I was just picturing that like
Dude,
yesterday when I was thinking about all the videos we got.
Those are still in the works
chamber.
too. Yeah, those are
Yeah, and maybe
on the way.
yeah, maybe some new videos, maybe some old videos that are about to come to light
Right.
very soon. Some that you guys have been begging for.
Yes.
That's all I'll say about that. But just know we're working on it, and it's gonna be a fun month. I think May is gonna be a fun month.
It's gonna be a good one. May
Fun
into
month for
this
you guys
into
specifically.
this summer, it's gonna be lit. Our thoughts
Yeah.
summer. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Our thoughts summer, baby. Someone tell Chet Hanks it's not a
Yeah.
white boy summer. It's it's an Our Thoughts summer.
Right. But
Um,
yeah. Any more announcements? Any more for
yeah.
whoever's
Here,
still
let's
around?
Let's check Twitter real quick. Let me check Twitter real quick because Thursdays are pretty are kind of a hotbed for breaking news. Here, let's see. Watch, we're gonna be like, all right, guys, looks like there's nothing. Have a good day, and then like someone like Kendrick is gonna be like, yo, the album's coming tonight. Okay, so tensions boil over at UT Austin over the eyes of Texas, where students are refusing to work with a man with a gun crashed a what? And a man with a gun crashed a virtual event. Okay, that's fun. Sorry, that's not. Grey's Anatomy is still trending. Wow, Grey's Anatomy is still a thing. Sorry, I'm just reacting to stuff on Twitter. Yeah, I think that's kind of it.
Yeah. We'll definitely keep
Yes.
an eye out for all the music dropping tonight. That is a Rashad track, that MF Doom album. Definitely
Also,
checking out.
Curry's birthday next week.
Let's go,
Meow.
Curry. We'll do something special for the B-Day.
Yeah,
Tune in.
We'll take 20 shots and and get fucking
We'll
wasted
drink.
for
We'll
you.
drink.
For
But
sure.
yeah. I think that about does it though. Unless you got anything else.
I think we're good.
Appreciate you guys for coming through. Another awesome rendition of Our Thoughts Live. Next week, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. Tuesdays, 5 p.m.
Mhm.
You know the vibes. Be here or be square. Peace
Let's
out,
turn
Grace. Appreciate you.
Yes.
See you next week. Everybody, stay safe. Stay hyped for the summer. Listen to that new Isaiah Rashad album or single with us tonight.
I thought you were gonna say listen to that new DJ Khaled album after
Listen
after
to
everything
that.
we've said.
Everybody check out the new Khaled self-titled.
Check out that first song to
Yeah.
with Matt's very vivid imagery in mind.
Yes.
Keep that in mind.
Keep
as
me in
you
your
listen to
prayers
it.
as you listen to it. But yeah, appreciate you all. And yeah, this has been Our Thoughts Live. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming through, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.